What is happening? Hello, welcome to FreedFM. As always, I am Freed. Thank you so much for joining me here. It's good to have you. It's good to be back. I've taken a hiatus as I always do, but we'll talk about that at the end of the show. And I have a little bit. We'll talk a little about mental health. We'll talk a little bit about the process I was going through in order to get back here and doing this. And because I've suffered in my own way, okay? So, first of all, I will address the elephant in the room. You might be wondering, and the answer is yes, I did inspire Erling Haaland, pro football player, to shave his head. And you know, he's an upstanding guy. He saw me do it. He said, "Hey, bro, I have no idea how to do it. I don't even what is he from Norway? I don't know what their accent is, but yes, we are together. We're the real Slim Shady. So really, kudos to him. My mom messaged me. She's like, "Oh, did you see that famous soccer player? He also shaved his head." And I said, "Well, Mom, I've always been a trendsetter, so here it is." It's actually been super nice because no hair in my face. I don't even have to worry about it. I don't even have to wear a hat, which 95% of my life, other than sleeping, has been wearing a hat. I do love hats. I like collecting hats, or I did. But this has been a really nice change for me. So, just as I was kicking this off, of course, the orange man cannot keep his mouth shut. Donald Trump signing an executive order to rename Lake Ontario, this petulant child. He just couldn't get his way. Canada wouldn't sign. Now he has to cry like a diaper-filled bitch baby that he is. And he has to rename Lake Ontario. So here it is.
And finally, I guess the purpose of this more than anything else is we're going to be changing the name of Lake Ontario, effective immediately, to Lake America. That's going to take place right now as I sign the order. Do you have anything to say about it, Ben?
Yes, sir. So this is a straightforward but important executive order. It directs Secretary Burgum and the Department of the Interior to update the Geographic Names Information Service to reflect that
This means
once
nothing.
known as Lake Ontario will,
I want to be so clear.
straightforward, be known as Lake America. This is a lake that
This henceforward will be known as Lake Suck My Balls, bro. It's not going to happen. Nothing is changing. You can change all the maps in America. People are fucking illiterate there anyway, including your president. So you can change all the maps. It doesn't really matter because your people can't read, dude. Your food is poison right now, but pop off, King. You had to save Argentina by buying their beef, which 30,000 pounds of it got recalled. But pop off, King. Pop off. Pop off, bro. Honestly, I find this to just be a complete and utter embarrassment. And I don't even know what there is to be proud of anymore as an American, other than the fact that you are one of the wealthiest nations. I don't know the problem is I love the US. I love America. I love when Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he talks about seeing the US as a child and wanting to move there, I feel that. I understand that. But when you have deplorable, shitty people like this voted into places of power, it really speaks levels of where the country is at in a lot of different ways. And it is such a gut punch to just be an American. You're a laughing stock. You're not respected on the global stage, other than the fact that you're powerful. That's it. It's not respect, it's fear. That's it. And maybe for some of you that works for you. But that's not what I'm down for. So, yeah, little baby Donald, he did his little renaming of, and then he even took a drawing
Ontario
and
in
here.
Canada and in the United States. But we're going to make a little change. We're going to call it something different than Lake Ontario. We're going to call it Lake America. And all it takes
Lake
is a good
America.
pen and some intelligence. So Lake Ontario, that's gone. Lake
He's like sounding it out.
America.
He can barely write and talk.
So now we have a lake, and now we have.
I'm actually amazed that it's not written in fucking crayon. It's such, it is so meaningless in every single way. And, you know, he's surrounded by cocks. Like, it's that dude who you didn't see in the video before because they didn't play it. But this guy right here, this dude, he's like, the deepest parts are actually in the United States. And the majority of the lake is actually in the U.S. Yes, Mr. Donald Trump, I love you. And then Stephen Miller was standing off to the side somewhere. I don't know, fucking fomenting about black people or whatever he does on a daily basis. I have no idea. So that is the latest update on the trade war between the U.S. and Canada. We have a 80-year-old toddler who is playing arts and crafts on maps. That's where that is. Cool. So the one thing I wanted to talk about was the flash flood in Nepal, which was absolutely crazy. There's hundreds missing. People are dead. I mean, I'm going to play some of these videos. You just watch them and they are horrific. They look like a scene from The Day After Tomorrow. And there's just this wall of rock and mud and water. It's, if you've ever seen the movie The Flintstones, the 90s movie The Flintstones, when the villain in that movie, when he dies at the end, it's all the mud and he gets like frozen into concrete. That is exactly what this looks like, times a billion. Okay, it is devastating. And I saw like a crazy, I don't even, like, I can't obviously show it, but literally it's people, they're finding just leftovers of people. There was one, I saw them. If you've ever seen that Chris Angel Mind Freak skit where he like rips the lady in half because he's got the guy that's just, or the woman who's just a torso and then they're crawling away. That's what this was. It was just like the top half of someone and like their floppy, like from their stomach down, nothing there. It was crazy to see. It was wild. So here is one of 3 videos. Whoa. We don't need the sound. I don't need a Congo beat or whatever to people die. I don't need that. Okay. I like to watch my people die in peace. My people, eh? There we go. My board is acting up right now. I don't know why. So the first video shows a pretty big building. It even has an archway drive-through area. And you know, we're talking like a 4-story, 5-story building. And the water is bigger than that. It could be bigger than 5 stories. I'm guessing. It's huge. And you just watch these people start running and you're like, oh, those people are dead. There's no way that you would make it out of there alive in any way. It's so terrifying. And then there's another one where it's like a bus depot and the buses just get swept away. And you still, again, like you see these people running and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, imagine being in that situation. What would you do? Like, I guess you would try to get to high ground, but there's so much debris and other things. For example, as I said, there's this bus depot. The buses become more ammunition in this flood. It's just, everything's gone. That's it. What was once there is now gone. And then there's another terrifying one where I'm not sure if it's included in this. Well, this one takes out, there's another one that shows it takes out this one bridge instantly. There was one where this guy was running and he kept looking back. And then one of the window, because the flood is happening a little bit above him. There's buildings between him and the flood. all of a sudden you think, okay, this guy's running. He's looking back. One of the windows gets blown out in front of him, and the entire flood just knocks through. It was almost like as if he was being chased by something. It knocked out the window in front of him and then flooded backwards. It was terrifying. All of this is terrifying. If you do not believe in climate change now, I don't know how to help you. I don't know what will help you. Look at the planet, bro. I don't know what your answer. I honestly, at this point, I don't know what your reasoning is behind not believing in it. Man-made? It is man-made. We're like cancer on this planet, you stupid idiot. I saw that the other day. I saw someone say man-made climate change. I think they were insinuating it's man-made because it's made up. No, man, it's because people, us, we are a parasite and we are bleeding this fucking planet dry, you dumb motherfucker. Anyway, so yeah, obviously super devastating. And you hope people are okay. It feels surreal. You really don't know how to feel about it until like something like that happens to you. And it again, I saw it initially. I was like, this is AI. This has got to be fake. There's no way that's real. Sure enough, it was real. Now, in a bit of a self-own, obviously, Dolly Parton passed away. Rest in peace. Tim Curry also passed away. Also rest in peace. And then actually, as of today, Peter Cullen, who voiced Optimus Prime, Canadian as well. He passed away at 85. So shout out to all of them. Shout out. But a hilarious cell phone is Ted Cruz. He retweeted a video of Dolly Parton on the Tonight Show with, dude, I'm not going to remember his name. Anyway, on the old Tonight Show, and Ted Cruz, he retweeted legend. And then the account, whether they changed it before or it was already this, the account's name is Ted Cruz's Tiny Dick. I cannot help but feel like this is like Dolly Parton from the grave or something. Who knows? There's something higher power at work. Honestly, it's amazing. And again, it's one of like the best self-owns I've ever seen. Now, on the flip side, this is a super weird thing. If you do not follow Vin Diesel on Instagram, you may be wondering, hey, that's weird. Why are we talking about Vin Diesel? Well, I will show you. He paid a little bit of a homage to the late Dolly Parton in a way. He did that, and here's how it went.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I will think of you each step of the way.
All right, I won't make you listen to the entire 2 minutes of him doing that. The comments were beyond mean. You have, this cover is actually what killed her. I can't believe this account is free. Someone else said, haven't we been through enough? And then there were some people trolling saying, I need a full version of this on Apple Music, please. And then there were some, I like love these comments. There were people who just said, thank you. Like in such a genuine way. Like, thank you so much, Vin Diesel, for this fucking rendition of Dolly Parton's song. I don't know what the song is. I'm sorry. I respect Dolly Parton. I didn't know much about her. But obviously Vin Diesel was a colossal fan. So good for him. And then Indy Navarrete, if you don't know who she is, she was the star of Obsession. She skyrocketed to fame. She's hot as hell. in both like the media world and in general. So Complex tweeted, Indy Navarrete explains why she thinks someone should date her. I can drive a stick shift car and I'm really good. Honestly, save your words. Look, like you're literally one of the beauties of the 21st century. People are marveling over her looks. Yes. All right. That's amazing. I would love to know more about you. If you ever want to grab a coffee and you're in the Toronto region, let me know. I'm down. You don't have to sell it too hard. I mean, she, like literally the top comment under is, well, I'm sold. She could literally be speaking backwards and you would have 99% of the male populace saying, okay. There's really not much to sell on that on that thing. So, and then that's it for me in like news right now. It was just a few stories that I wanted to talk about, just to get into now what I've been doing, what I've been going through, and a little bit of mental health things, which is obviously I've suffered, and I've talked about this in previous recordings, podcasts, whatever. I've talked about my perfectionism and my inability to just take things and be chill about them to a degree. So obviously like that's hindered me over the years in many different areas of my life. And this, my creativity doing the podcast, this was no exception. So I found myself feeling like I really wanted to do it. And it's always just there, like lingering in the back of my mind that I want to do it. And then you start to ask yourself, okay, look, like, are you just trying to push yourself to do something you don't want to do? Should I just call it? Should I just like let it go? And ultimately the answer that I came to, the conclusion is no, I want to do it. I need to do it. Every day that I don't do it, I feel as though I'm like killing something inside of me. So I've had to kind of mentally get over the perfectionism and the need to be switched on and do everything perfect. And the show has to be perfect and it has to do this and this and this and what it has to be. And trying to, what I typically was trying to do was I was trying to get ahead of any problem that could potentially happen. And then it just led to just never doing it because any idea I had, it wouldn't be good enough. For example, some of the stories I chose today, how I talk, oh, I didn't write enough. Oh, I didn't research enough. Oh, I didn't do this. I didn't do that. And it would just be like, okay, well, fuck it. I'm just not going to do it. And obviously like trying to keep myself, I want it to be fun too. And over time, I did, due to perfectionism, due to this lack of just having fun with it, I kind of sucked the fun out of it and the joy of doing it. So that was another thing I had to really just allow myself to be free and open to just making mistakes. So I'm trying to say this message to anyone who is maybe pursuing a creative endeavor or they're feeling like I'm not good enough. People aren't going to like that. People aren't going to do. Don't worry about what people are going to think. Don't worry about the reaction of others. If it is true to you, if this is something you want to do, if you have an opinion that you want to share, if you have something that you want to say, I think you should do it. And I don't think you should give it another thought. I think you should just act on it, see what happens, view the response. If the response is positive, okay. If it's not, that just means you have something more to work on. You take that information and you grow and you build on it. That's all you can do. So it's been a whirlwind. I went on I was taking Concerta for my ADHD. Then I was off of it. Then I was on it. Then I was off of it. Right now I'm off of it. We'll see how it goes. I still do see myself missing that hit of dopamine. Let me tell you, nothing kicks like dopamine. Right now I'm drinking too much coffee a day. I will say that. So I'm considering going back on just because of my coffee consumption. All this said though, I'm feeling really good about this. I've been tweaking my microphone in behind the scenes. I've been rearranging my setup as I always do. I know it kind of looks the same. However, the microphone, hopefully it sounds really good. because one of the biggest things over the years that I obsessed about was the quality and the sound of my microphone. And if it sounded good enough, what was the sound I was going for? Is this how it sound like, oh, it's not good enough. Oh, I can hear reverb, yada, yada. I would go through it. And now I'm at a place where I feel this sounds good. I'm proud of it. I'm happy to share it. And even if no one likes it, I like it. And I'm proud of myself for having accomplished and got through and out of my own way in order to do this. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you would like to, I think listening to this will be a better experience going forward. I feel like I'm leaning more to an audio. It's not audio only. I mean, I will put video out there because to upload to YouTube, they want video. But I feel like this will be a more audio focused show. I'm trying to make this more like a radio show, not a video, whatever. Not a video show. Okay? Video camera. All right, my brain's going to shit. Thank you so much for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. And I hope you're the best. I hope you're having a good day. And I hope you continue to have some good days. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.